In this video, we're gonna go into the ZOMG Superdome. It feels crazy to say that. This is the highest arena that's ever come out into the game. It just recently released in the new Bloons City Battles update, and its prize is 70,000 medallions. Its entry cost 35,000. So that's the highest that the game has seen in literal years. So that's really exciting. That entry like arena entry thingy in the background, like you see the arena of like the COMG Superdome. It looks so cool. So excited to play this. You know what? Let's get right into it. Now here we are up against Jonathan. Well, I guess for first opponent, this is not the most friendly looking person. I mean, just look at the profile on the left, look at the profile on the right. I think it's easy to tell who's scarier, but Industrial Zone, great map. Duckling Farm Boomer, that's the strategy we're going to be running. So of course this is boosts only, so we're only going to have access to 3 specific powers, which are Tar Boost, Bloom Boost, Rattle Spikes. And we're going to make use of each of them to the best that we can. But yeah, the only thing that's going to change between opponents is of course the towers, not the powers. And look at this new interface. It's crazy good looking. It's so good looking, literally. I love this. Like, don't you love this theme that they have going on? For the whole COMG vibe, it's so good. That's kind of like a jungle vibe. Like, it reminds me of the really high arenas in Clash Royale, actually. They have a jungle-themed arena that's like at least used to be really high. I don't know how the game evolved. But yeah, it used to be like one of the highest. I think the second highest at some point it was. And yeah, it's kind of giving me that vibe with ZOMG being the highest arena in this game, right? So he's also running Duckling Farm. I think it's safe to say we're probably running the same strategy. So this is a mirror match. I guess this is going to be up to who outplays more, pretty much. So yeah, we're going to be going for a farm here. And let me going for the more bananas upgrade, of course. Natural stuff to do, because I mean we want more bananas to make more money, to rush better later and defend better later. So it's a long-term investment. That's the principle of long-term rewards and like long-term gratification, I guess. I don't know. Trying to find some motivational stuff to say, but not working out anyway. So we're gonna go for the plantation next. More farms, yeah. And we're going to be sending him some black balloons, because it should force some leaks on his side. He's going to be doing the same to me, which is absolutely fair. He's also going to be spiking the track to try to conserve some lives, but he gets up his second dotling anyway. And we're going to be forcing the puff dots on it as well by sending those greens, right? I think that's what we do. Gonna wait for him to get it up. So far he doesn't have it. Well, it looks like he's fine now. I think he has it, yeah. Yeah, okay, he does. So coming up next, he should send me yellows. And how we were going to react to that is we're just going to place a boomer down and boost. It's completely fine to boost if he does send us yellows. It's actually very much okay. So we're going to be going for my farm here. Going to be going for this and boost, yeah, as planned. There we go. We can actually read this straight up. And he goes for his boomerang. Okay, so it is a mirror match. Cool. But he went for the bad path. Oh, he sells it. I think it was a mistake then. Oh, the game's freezing. He's lagging a little. Whatever, it's fine. So we're going to be sending a lead balloon. It's going to be upgrading, it looks like. In Tar Boost, straight up. Okay, then. I mean, we can straight up send more. He's going to be leaking to it. Might straight up die as well. Okay, well, GG's to Jonathan. He died pretty early to not the scariest rush in the world, but hopefully we get some high arena gameplay from some high arena opponents next. So let's move on to the next one. Well, here's Sub to Sensation. This dude's in YT and Sensation. Fair enough. It's not actually the YouTuber though. And we're on off-piste here. Actually, the map just got changed. That made me realize something. So we're going to be going Cobra on it, because I think that's going to be the new meta on this map now. It's just going to be pure Cobra. So yeah, we're gonna be going Dotling Boomer Cobra. I think this is a good strategy for this. And he skips it actually, okay, my bad. So we're gonna go after this map on Roadblock. That's an NG Farm Ninja map. We could also go Spike Factory because it recently got buffed and Ninja recently got nerfed. But I still think I prefer Ninja. I'm not sure though. Could even go Heli. Could go so many things. I could go Ace. NG Farm is the main thing though. I'm gonna go Ninja, sure. I think Ninja is still pretty good. So yeah, he's gonna be running up. And we're gonna do a play which is just fill the whole map with farmers so that once we get our NG down, the sentries are gonna go in spots that we want them to. Sorry about that little dragging thing. Didn't intend on doing that. But yeah, your screen's not going insane. Don't overthink it too much. Anyway, we're just gonna be sending him some red balloons, of course. He's not gonna be doing the same, so he can just go for a farm, like so. And yeah, we're placing all those farmers so that sentries don't go in the bad spots. Alright. We're getting pretty much done. Yeah, I think we're about done here with the farmer thingy. Oh, we're actually not. My bad. Now we should be done. Cool. So the sentries should be spawning the spawns that we want them to. I mean, I guess the NG doesn't detect that they can actually spawn sentries here. But we move. So he's already on 83 lives from starting like this. And he has Dotling and farms, which gets drained very, very easily by Engineer. So it's really good for me to see, honestly. But yeah, we're going to be sending this Engineer to last to make sure that it anti-stalls rounds and makes them go as fast as possible. That way he's going to have less money to defend later on, and we're going to be able to win off of some pretty nasty rushing. So yeah, he's also anti-stalling the rounds, which is actually kind of surprising. I don't exactly know why you would anti-stall as the Dotling player, but it's helping me out, so I mean, thank you, I guess. But yeah, we're going to definitely want to conserve some lives. So we're going to target Senji first. He's anti-stalling for me, so I'm not too worried about missing out on that. And yeah, we got the second engineer down, so finally he stops sending because yeah, this just defends. So we're going to be sending him some greens next to try to force some defense on his side. And I think, yeah, 2 minutes, 6 seconds, we're going to get more money to send. And then we're going to go for this. Just a few space blacks at this point. And now we're going to go for some yellows. There we go. Wait, is he dead once again? Okay, cool. We take another quick win. Awesome. GG's to Sub the Sensation. He just greeted his farms too hard and we exploited that and took a win off of it. So yeah, GG's to you, buddy. And let's move on to the next. Okay, so we actually rematched the Sub to Sensation, dude. And we're going to go on Hot Tub this time unless he skips it. Okay, he does. And we get Ghostly Coast, sure. We're gonna go Boat Boomer Cobra here, I think. Definitely a good loadout. I wanted to try Farms as well, but I think Cobra is probably a stronger play to have more aggressive options later on in the game instead of on the short term with Farm. So yeah, we're gonna be going Cobra, Boat Boomer. I think this should be a pretty good loadout to try out on this map. And he's gonna be readying up. So we of course want to anti-stall using this loadout, so we're going to place the boat the most to the right that we can, and there we go. That's going to be very good. So we're just going to be going for my Cobra here for sure, and going to get the white funds, so it starts making us some money. He went for his farm, but that's not going to give him any bananas, so I don't know why he went for it. But yeah, I'm going to be sending this to last. Make sure that we anti-stall rounds as hard as possible so he gets the least money that we can, and then our Cobra has the most benefit from it. Because yeah, Cobra is probably the tower that benefits the most from rounds going by as fast as possible. So we definitely want to do that. But yeah, we're going to be saving up. Not going to go for any Cobra farms just in case he rushes and we need money. Like yeah, right now he's sending, so he probably want to go for the grape shot. And then yeah, coming up next, we're probably going to want to go for the faster shooting upgrade as well. Unless he stops sending, then we just don't need it as well, so that's also an option. Okay, he finally starts sending back at me, but at this point the round is already anti-stalled because all the AI balloons have popped. So I'm gonna be sending this back to first, back to strong, back to first. Just gonna be alternating between the two. And strong, and first. And strong, and first. And there we go. Just like that, round's installed properly, and we have not leaked that many lives at all. Sorry about that. Just needed to clear my throat for a little, but yeah, we're gonna go for some greens here. Force the grape shell on his side, good. And that's gonna allow him to farm less, by the way. I don't know if I ever said this in the video before, this is beginner level stuff, but forcing defense, the point of that is just to make sure that your opponent cannot invest that money that they got into defense, into their farms, or into their eco, or into their cobra farms, whatever it is. If their money is into defense, it's not going anywhere else that's going to make them more money later on. So that's why you want to force the defense. Also, it gives you eco because you got to send loons to force defense, obviously. So you get more eco money out of it later on. But yeah, we're going to just be tower boosting to these yellows that he's sending right here. Really not going to worry too much. He's probably going to send some more yellows at me next, which I'm not that worried by at all. Unless he just doesn't, in which case I'll just rush myself. Then he has glue as a third tower, so we just win here. This is definitely a winning matchup for me. He's boosting, and he might just... yeah, he dies again. Regardless, we would have won late game, but I guess an early death solved the problem quicker. So yeah, GG's to this dude, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, and here comes Tricky this time. So yeah, one thing I'm noticing, I don't know if I told you guys this, but it's kind of funny how yeah, look, we're on roadblock here. Look at the map thingy. You look on the left and on the right, you have the profiles, but before that you have the little yellow stadium logos, which is kind of funny. We're gonna go NG Farm Spike Factory just to, I think, mix it up kinda over NG Farm Ninja that we went last time on this map here. But yeah, we're gonna go for our engineer and install as usual. I just found the yellow stadium visual bug thingy or missing asset, whatever it is. It's kind of funny. Anyway, we're gonna be installing with our engineer here for sure. And we're gonna just go for a lot of farmers like we did before, just to make sure that the sentries spawn in the proper spots. Gonna be going for my reds into a couple blues. There we go. Gonna go for my farm and my farmer. He has ninja and farm together. Okay, that should get really easily exploited by my engineer. So that's really good to see for sure. It could be ace, it could be mortar, it could be a few towers. But regardless of what it is, we should be doing just fine against him. We're gonna want to go for our sentries because he's probably gonna send us pings soon if I had to guess. And that's kind of scary for my 0-0 engineer alone, fully unupgraded, kind of scary for it. So I'm just gonna go okay, we're definitely gonna want to go for my 9-inch nails here to make sure that this round gets properly anti-stalled. There we go. And it didn't install fully perfectly, but then it installed to a degree, which is fine still. Our sentries are gonna clutch up on those reds leaking through, and we're gonna be able to go for my plantation soon, I think. Unless you just want to spam pigs on me, I'm just gonna go for my greens then in this case. Alright, eat your greens, buddy, you know what they say. Anyway, just gonna go for my faster engineering upgrade, gonna go for my second engineer, save up all these lives. He's gonna be just tower boosting. Cool. We definitely take the tower boost against this ninja here. And this time we're just going to want to balloon boost the greens like so. Fortunately, he kept sending blacks at me, so we couldn't sell the 0-0 engineer to rush some more, but this definitely looks like a tricky situation for Mr. Tricky over here. So we're going to be sending some more yellows behind. And he tower boosts again. Cool, that's already 2 tower boosts down. Although our farms are very drained because of the anti-stall that we did earlier. So we're going to want to go for to go for this engineer here. Thankfully, though, he didn't send enough Bloons at me, so we were able to just read this out. And we're gonna go for my Bloon trap soon. So we're gonna be sending him a space lead or two, as a matter of fact. And we're gonna be going for my Bloon trap as soon as I can. Pretty much, that's the plan, I think. And okay, he just literally only has this ninja. That's so weird. I'm just gonna be sending a few regens at him, and that's gonna be fine. We're gonna spike this if it doesn't get popped. It did get popped. Okay, we can go for a Bloon trap finally. And he tower boosts once again. That's his last one. Jesus. So yeah, we're definitely gonna want to go for the spike factory. Down in the back, and I do expect an all-out rush next, because he's very drained and without a boost. So this is highly likely, honestly. I'm just gonna go for my free spikes in the back. There we go. Okay, he didn't actually rush. That's crazy. Anyway, we're gonna send a couple regens, followed by some whites behind it, and this should kill if he doesn't react. Which it doesn't look like he's reacting at all. He's just going for a Blinjitsu and he's dying, yeah. Alright, we take another pretty quick win. Forced all of the tower boosts in the early game. Very well played by me. And let's move on to the next one. Here we are against Poppy Chulo with a smiley face. So we're on Yin Yang. This is definitely a boat motor Cobra map if he wants to ready up on that. He's shocked, for sure. I would be shocked as well to face me in this arena. Wow, we're ranked 9th on the global leaderboard and 6th on the prestige leaderboard. That's crazy. I never usually get up this high because I don't play much weekly, but I mean, I've been playing a fair amount of Speed Bonanza earlier because I was in the stream with Zigzag Power, of course, the big Bloons Sea Battles one YouTuber. You guys definitely know him. I don't even need to explain who he is. But yeah, I was in the stream with him earlier, and I was just playing a lot of Speed Bonanza in arenas, so that's why I'm so high up on the leaderboard. By the way, I'm probably going to make a Speed Bonanza video soon, because it's also at BFB Coliseum, and that's a really fun game mode that I definitely want to share with you guys. So yeah, we're going to be anti-stalling. It looks like he's ecoing with both, so we definitely win just by default, because we have Cobra against eco, and Cobra exploits eco strats so hard. It's actually crazy. So yeah, we're just gonna want to be ecoing and then get up my grape shot. Cobra is for sure an amazing tower to be bringing into this matchup against the eco strategy here. Cobra definitely struggles a lot more to farm-based strategies, but against eco-based strategies, Cobra is just the best. So we're gonna be wanting to send some blues for the faster shooting out of the way. Send some things and go for our own faster shooting to make sure that we anti-stall every single round of these rounds. And they're going to be ecoing on at this point. And yeah, there's really not much else for me to do at this point in the game. I'm just going to be ecoing on, and in round 6 I guess we can make some stuff work if we want to. We can cook up something that's going to be juicy, I guess. So yeah, on round 6... I think what we want to do is a little mix of greens here, blacks. There we go. I'm going to send a few of them like so. Then I'm going to send a few more greens. Just going to alternate between the two, kind of. Okay, next we're going to go for another Cobra farm. Set that to strong. There we go, and we're gonna go for my next Wild Funds upgrade. So that it actually is a Cobra farm and not just a Cobra that just here to pop some Bloons, kind of, to a very small degree. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is on strong. I was kind of worried that it wasn't, but yeah, we move. So if he sends me a lot of yellows, I'm just gonna tower boost that, and we're just gonna be going for my Cobra farms. Not much to worry about here. I can just burn a tower boost if I need to. There's really little benefit he has in forcing it out. So yeah, we're just gonna be going for more Cobra farms, and I think he's realized that there's little point in sending me anything, so he's just not sending, which is a good play. And he has Sniper. This is definitely both Sniper race, and my loadout just wins against that. So yeah, this is a really good sign. We just have a hard counter strategy to his, which is really good to see. We're just gonna be going for more Cobra farms. Make sure that we can actually defend in case he rushes us for any reason whatsoever. And yeah, we're gonna be going for the signal flare here to have the camo detection as well as the burning stuff on the mortar. Very good to take. And in case he randomly all outs, we need to place a bow here, boost, upgrade both to destroyers, and we should defend. But it looks like he's not gonna be doing that, so we're just gonna be Cobra farming on. But yeah, you most definitely want your mortar at the start of the track. Make absolutely sure that like your balloons are getting the max burning stuff effect as soon as they enter the track. And yeah, it helps a lot with defense, honestly. So we're gonna stop farming after this round ends with Cobras, because we're gonna be just all outing him around 17. And yeah, because of that, we most definitely just want to stop 3 rounds ahead, so that selling the Cobras are actually worth it and makes us money. Just gonna be going for my bigger blaster, and he's not went for a sniper farm yet, which is rather shocking, but I mean, I'm just gonna win round 17 anyway. It looks like he's finally trying to go for it, but he's not affording just yet, and at this point in the game, we can just already get going with the all-out rush. So yeah. Gonna be sending some mobs here. There we go. Some ceramics. And he's counter rushing. And he dies. Cool. Okay. Thought we might die to the counter. Luckily we didn't though. Things instantly got through and he died. So yeah, GG's to Barbitula. Let's move on to the last one actually. And here's this dude who has an interesting name that I will not be reading out because I don't want to give my opinion on certain recent events. So he has 41 global, negative prestige, round mountain pass. Definitely a Dotling Farm Boomer map. He says hi, we say hi, and he readies up. And this game is probably going to be some intense rushing action because this map is very short. He's going to be going farms. We're going to place our Dotling down right over here. And he goes for engineer. Okay, this is definitely going to be some intense mid-game rush in action. That's what's going to have to happen here. Even early game, you're going to see a lot of rushing action. So, yeah, we're going to be trying to install those spikes here. There we go. And we're going to just send some Space Blues at this point. Try to force the sentry gun inside, maybe. I don't know, but these are going to slowly get through and make him chase. So that's very good. Of course, this strategy is NG Farm Spike Factory, and it goes later in the late game than me, so I need to be very aggressive and rush really hard. So he does get up his sentry gun, but we're going to be sending a lot more at him than that until he gets up the fast engineering, which he does now. So we're going to be stopping the sends and going for my farm. We perfectly afford. If I sent any more pings, we wouldn't have afforded, but we do afford here, and we max anti-stall every single round to try to make sure that the money in the game is as low as possible. That's the #1 golden rule. And yeah, it seems like he's really mad that I'm going for this strategy because, I mean, I do counter most people going anti-farm spike factory with this loadout that I'm running right here. But we're gonna go for some greens. He's going to be greeding, alright. I'm just going to go for balloon boost. He might just tower boost this straight up. I think he just will. Yeah, he does tower boost. Cool. And he also got up another engineer. So that's really good for me. We definitely take the tower boost for rather cheap, actually, compared to how much I actually sent. And we're going to be going for deplantation here. There we go. And he goes for his own farm, which is very greedy, honestly. So we're just going to be rushing more, I think. Goes for another 9 nails and boosts once more. That's 2 boosts out of the way already. So that's really good for me. We definitely take all the boosts out. Forcing all the boosts out in the early game is very, very important, of course. And yeah, I'm going to be waiting for him to go for the upgrades on his engineer before rushing again. Because yeah, he definitely spent all his money on that. And there we go, he spikes. We're going to send some pinks and then send some leads behind. And then just try to alternate between the leads and yellows. So add some leads go through. And he goes for his balloon trap finally. The farms in the game are very, very low. So that's really good for me. We most definitely want to all-out rush next round with some rainbows. So we're going to be sending a few yellows here. Then going to be sending a lead. And then going to be sending all-out rainbows. And there we go, he dies. Nice! Amazing! So yeah, that was the last game of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. GG's to this dude. And also leave a like on this video because those are just 2 presses of a button and they help me out so much to get this video out to more people, so please consider clicking them. Of course, if you want to put in extra effort, you can also write a comment down below, tell me what you found in this video, what was good, what was bad, so that I can improve it for the next time, of course. Or just write a comment about anything, really. That's also an option. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.